Welcome to what will be a much shorter Splatoon 2 news roundup video than the ones that I have made on the channel before. Not a lot of news has dropped over the past few weeks, so I don't have a lot of news to cover in this video, but I do have a topic at the end of the video to discuss. But let's just get into the news for the video. So the first topic is that CoroCoro, the Japanese magazine, they held a competition for fans of the game to design a piece of gear that Nintendo will actually make. It will be released into the game. CoroCoro received 10,000 competition entries. Nintendo and CoroCoro, they have picked their winner. This is the winner. It is proven to be a little bit controversial. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of this piece of gear. To be honest, I'm not really too fussed about it. I appreciate that this is a lot different to all of the pieces of gear in the game. It will definitely be fresh. It will add variety to the gear in the game. I'm not really too bothered about it. I think it's just another cool piece of gear coming to the game. One thing I would say about it is that I don't think we will get it in the West. I think it will be Japanese exclusive, just because all of the other CoroCoro pieces of gear, you've got the Emperor gear, the Spy gear. There was another set of gear announced at the start of the year as well. That is all Japanese exclusive, so I don't think we will get this piece of gear in the West. You guys know my feelings about that. I don't understand why us in the West can't get those pieces of gear. Content for the game is drying up. This would be fresh new content for the game. It would help to keep the game fresh. It would help to keep the game, alive with new content. Let's just bring it over. I just don't understand why all of the pieces of gear have to stay Japanese exclusive. I could understand a timed exclusive sort of thing, so they would be exclusive for like a month, but yeah, I just don't get why we can't get all of those pieces of gear. It just doesn't make sense to me, and yeah, I just think it would be best if Nintendo released all of that exclusive gear for us in Europe, America. I'm not even sure if places like Australia can get that piece of gear as well. I think it is just Japanese exclusive, so yeah, hopefully Nintendo will change their mind. Like what said, the game isn't really getting that much new content anymore. I think us getting the Japanese exclusive gear, I think it will go down well with the player base in the West. So yeah, will it happen? To be honest, I just don't think it will, but yeah, this new piece of gear, it will be going live around about the end of April. There will be a code in the 25th of April CoroCoro edition where you will get a code, or Japanese users will get a code for this gear that they can put into their Switch, and then basically it will go live in the game. So yeah, like what I said before, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of that piece of gear, but to be honest, I'm not really too fussed about it either way. So moving on to the next topic, it was Valentine's Day last week. We got some cool artwork from Nintendo celebrating Valentine's Day. It will be on screen now. I am always a massive fan of all of the artworks that Nintendo do for Splatoon. This is no different. I am a massive fan of the art style. It's definitely really cool to see Nintendo do something for Valentine's Day. It would have been even better if Nintendo did something in the actual game itself, but yeah, the artwork is still cool nonetheless. Moving on to the last topic of the video, Figma will be doing an Inkling Boy figure. Now, we don't know what this figure will look like or when it will come out or the price of it, but Figma figures, they are really good in quality. They have previously done 2 Inkling Girl versions, one based on the Splatoon 1 Inkling Girl, another one based on the Splatoon 2 Inkling Girl. So yeah, I've got no doubts that the figure will be really good in quality. So yeah, that is it in terms of all of the news. Now, last week we had a Nintendo Direct. I didn't really make a video covering the Direct just because I didn't really expect any sort of Splatoon 2 news in that Direct, so I didn't make a predictions video and we didn't get any news from it. So there wasn't really anything for me to cover in terms of Splatoon 2 from that Direct. I am a little bit disappointed we didn't get anything on when Sheldon Picks will be coming to the game. We know that there will be another update coming to the game as well, so yeah, I was expecting no Splatoon 2 stuff, but I was secretly hoping there would be some sort of Splatoon 2 content. I've always said that, yeah, I would love it if the update was including the unused Octoling hairstyles, and it would include all of the Splatoon 1 stages currently in the game. I was secretly hoping we would see that in the direct, but unfortunately it wasn't included in the direct. And yeah, I think the news for the game will just continually get slower and slower the more we get closer to the last Splatfest, which will be coming out in July. Of course, I will keep you guys up to date with any Splatoon 2 news we do get, but because news for the game is dropping, I will be slightly switching up my topics or slightly switching up my content. I have got plans to do a Splatoon 2 series, but what I will do first is try it out with just one episode. It is a slightly different editing style to the one that you are currently seeing on the channel, where it's just like news roundups that talk over gameplay. I will be doing a lot more editing in the future. I'm not really sure how well it will turn out, just because I haven't really attempted to do anything like it before, so I am only going to commit to one episode at the moment, see how it turns out, see how you guys like receive it, and then I will commit to more episodes if you guys like that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll be starting to work on that really soon, but of course when Sheldon Picks comes to the game, then I will cover that on the channel. But you might also see me cover other games as well. I am a massive Pokemon fan, so when Pokemon Gen 8 gets announced, I will be making videos related to that. Let me know in the comment section below what other videos you want me to see, or what other videos you want to see from myself. Like maybe you want to see me cover other games as well. I would have covered Smash Brothers, like if this situation happened at the end of the year, at the end of last year, I would have made Smash Brothers news roundup videos, but because I didn't really have a lot of time at the end of the year, I just didn't have the time to make Splatoon 2 videos as well as Smash Brothers videos. But at the moment I've got a little bit of time, just because there isn't that much news dropping for the game, so I've got a little bit of time to work on different sort of content that you haven't really seen on the channel before. You will see that in my upcoming, hopefully, series, but that episode that I did talk about. Yeah, I think I might start making videos on other games. Of course, I might like experiment and see how you guys receive that sort of stuff. But Splatoon 2 will always be the priority on the channel. I am basically thinking about making different sort of content just to keep the channel active during the slow periods where we don't get any news for this series. So yeah, that's just pretty much it for this video. It probably has gone on for a lot longer than what I thought it would have done, just because I have sort of talked about the direct and the lack of Splatoon content. Let me know your thoughts about that direct in the comment section below. Were you a fan of it? To be honest, not a lot of content in that direct appealed to me. I think the highlights for me was Astral Chain. I will probably pick up Link's Awakening. Maybe you might see me cover the 3.0 update for Smash Bros. Ultimate as well. I am currently really addicted to Smash Bros. Ultimate at the moment. I am currently really deep into World of Light. I'm really close to finishing it, so yeah, you might see me cover Smash Bros. Ultimate on the channel, like DLC, all of that sort of stuff. Now that I've got a little bit of time, I've got the opportunity to make Smash Bros. Ultimate videos. Unfortunately, at the end of the year when the game did come out, I didn't have that time, so yeah, maybe you might see Smash Bros. Ultimate videos on the channel. But yeah, that is it for this video, and I will see you in other videos coming out later on this week, hopefully.